start with something fresh from the American political world. Donald Trump. He's been denounced by many on the left as a racist. In other words, be quiet, Donald Trump. But he says not only is he not a bigot, he's a deeply compassionate man with a huge heart. Here he is, Donald Trump on his heart.
I think it's the opposite. I really think I have a big heart. I want to take care of people, even on the health care. I want to take care of people that a lot of people aren't talking about. And frankly, if I lose some votes, I don't care. I think I have a much bigger heart than people understand. At the same time, I love our country. I hate to see what's going on. And we need a stronger tone. When Jeb and Hillary, both of them, the same day, they said, I don't like his tone. We need a stronger tone. We need enthusiasm. We need strength. We need toughness. But we need a stronger tone.
There's the real Donald Trump at the end.
The stronger tone.
He's there with our own Eric Bolling. It's going to be on Cashing In, the whole interview a little later this morning, so you got to check it out. But it's interesting that Donald Trump said, I've got a heart. He's clearly trying to say, wait a second, I'm not a bad guy. You know, I'm a nice guy, because he's had some tough comments out there. But then at the end, he's telling Eric, no, we shouldn't lower the tone. We should be tough, because I think he's frustrated. He sees people out there are frustrated with the political system.
Exactly right.
They're tired of people sort of dancing around it, and he wants to take people head on.
I don't doubt for a second that he has a big heart. I know one of his kids. I think his kids are really nice. Everyone always says that. I mean, and he's certainly got a lot of them. But I don't think people like Donald Trump because of his heart. I think they like him because of his directness and his toughness, his strength.
Right. Well, Jeb Bush says that. He says it's a phenomenon how he's just rising up in the polls despite anything that he says that might be controversial. Take a listen.
It's definitely a phenomenon. I think he's captured the deep frustration that people feel. He's, in a very graphic way, appealed to people's anger about those things. And I think it's important to be respectful of that, make the case that we can fix these things. And over time, the Trump phenomena will either succeed or fail based on his proposals.
You can see Jeb Bush also trying to prepare for the first Fox debate Thursday night by saying, I understand what he's tapping into, but I kind of want to talk about these other things.
Right.
You know, and that's what smart politicians try to do. Whether Jeb Bush can pull that off or not is going to be one of the interesting storylines.
I like that he's not putting him down, because I think within the party has to strengthen itself by not putting one another down. So I like that he wasn't. He answered the question without putting someone...
And without dismissing Donald Trump's supporters, as some people have done, and said, oh, he's just got crazies. No, Jeb Bush is saying, I understand what he's tapping into, but here's what I want to do. And then he'll rise or fall, Jeb Bush.
We'll see, though.
I mean, policy.
That rise above its strategy, I think, was put to the test last night in Florida. Hillary Clinton and Jeb Bush both addressed the Urban League. Hillary Clinton spoke first. The Bush campaign expected basically a kind of friendly exchange of ideas. She went off script and slammed Jeb Bush right in the middle of the speech. Watch this.
I don't think you can credibly say that everyone has a right to rise and then say you're for phasing out Medicare or for repealing Obamacare. People can't rise if they can't afford health care. They can't rise if the minimum wage is too low to live on. They can't rise if their governor makes it harder for them to get a college education. And you cannot seriously talk about the right to rise and support laws that deny the right to vote.
So there she is. She's, of course, referring to Governor Bush's campaign slogan, Right to Rise. That's the name of his PAC, accusing him of trying to prevent minority voters from voting. I mean, this is a pretty heavy-duty allegation, bordering on slander, I would argue. And Governor Bush basically ignored it. He got up on stage, thanked her, didn't make any reference at all to her attacks on him. Later, his aides sent out a series of pretty angry tweets. But some Republicans were wondering, well, why didn't he respond to those attacks on him?
This is something, again, Donald Trump's been saying, that Mitt Romney didn't take President Obama head on last time. There are some Republicans, whether it's Trump or it's going to be someone else who emerges, wants to see pushback against Hillary Clinton and not just walking away.
Well, she basically just called him a bigot on stage, and what, you ignore that? It's interesting. Maybe it's the right strategy. I don't know.
Something we'll talk about
Two different strategies. It's going to be interesting to see what the voters like. If you look at the polls, though, it seems like they like Donald Trump's strategy, where he'll go back. We'll see, though. You never know.
But he's got a big heart.
Yes, that we know of. All right.